After all that's just happened, life, every flawed morsel of it, seems more precious to you than ever. You look around at those who have accompanied you so far. In each one, something unique shines through. Divinity has eluded you so far, but humanity beats strong within you, here and now. Who knows what lies ahead for you, for your companions? Your quest failed. The void is growing stronger, and the hall is dark. You feel the need for some affection. Perhaps they feel it too.
Know me? I believe we know each other rather well at this point. Indeed, I have made many notes on the major events in your life, and I believe personally observed many more. In fact...
Fane stops as he sees the look in your eyes, somewhere between annoyance, amusement, and affection.
Oh, to know me. Scripturally. I mean, I'd rather wish, Yes. Yes, I think I would like that very much.
As you move to go below decks, the live wood creaks and groans. The steps you thought you knew lead you to a part of the ship you've never seen before. A newly carved nook that smells of resin and wood chips. Touching the wall beneath your fingers, the live wood hums at your touch. You understand that the Lady Vengeance has carved this space for you in gratitude for your help. You enter and feel the presence of the ship recede, offering you the total privacy of a moment alone with your companion. The first moment you have been truly alone together. The air between you cracks and shimmers with sauce. Despite everything that's happened, you allow yourself to enjoy a moment of peace.
So, what exactly did you have in mind?
Fane pushes you back, breaking the embrace. He steps away, a sad look on his skull.
Please, it is all well and good to caress cold bone, but it just feels so empty. Don't misunderstand. I enjoy your company. I enjoy it very much. It's just... I feel nothing. Neither the strength of your hand nor the warmth of your touch. Is it? I would have accepted that once, but now that I know you, I think there might be a way. A way we could be intimate. But it requires absolute trust. In truth, I never dreamed I would have the opportunity amongst your kind. But, well, perhaps I was wrong. You've helped me more than you know. You've opened my eyes to the merits of this world, if you'll pardon the expression. This land is so much more than a wasteland to explore. Its people more than specimens to be studied. My life is more than my obsession. At least, with you it could be. This notion of mine is not without risk, but do you trust me? And I trust you, with more than my life.
Fane reaches out his hand. Fane bows his head, and sauce starts to swirl around his bones. It outlines him in a green glow, shimmering about him as if his spirit was stepping out of his body.
Take me. Just a bit. Just enough.
Your vision starts to blur as his sauce trickles into your body.
This will work much better if you close your eyes. Please.
You close your eyes, and the world around you disappears, but a new one takes its place. You're surrounded by rows of angular stone shelves, each one packed full of books. You're standing in the academy, but where you saw a cold, broken ruin, this place feels warm and welcoming. It feels like home. You reach out to one of the cases when there's a cough behind you.
You can grab me all you like, mortal, but a man's books is nothing sacred.
You turn and see Fane. Not a skeleton, not a mask, not some shadowy hooded figure. You see Fane. He's leaning against a desk, a four-headed staff in his hand. His bluish-grey skin shimmers in the gentle light of the library. He walks over to you with slow, smooth steps, his staff clicking sharply against the stone. As he gets closer, you can see his eyes, which look black from a distance, are actually filled with tiny points of light. It's like gazing into the cosmos.
So, where were we?
His skin feels smooth, like well-loved leather. It creases into a smile as he gently leans into your palm.
I must admit, my research never covered ways to entertain cherished colleagues as they're pulled into interactive memories of your past. Is that not accurate? We certainly work together. I suppose, given all that we've been through, friends would also appropriate nomenclature.
He leans in with a smile, his lips meeting yours. He steps forward, taking you in his arms. Your hands run down his chest, across silken robes. He smiles shyly as you break off the kiss, but you notice a look in his eyes.
Perhaps you would prefer something else. I could find a mask if you would feel more comfortable looking at one of your own kind.
Fane hoists you up in the air, walking back to his desk. He lands heavily against the desk, sending immaculate piles of paper flying across the floor. He pulls you on top of him with a grin. His heart races where your hands press down on his chest, and you can feel him growing, not just where you'd expect, but everywhere. His body seems to move and change to your pleasure, but all you can see are his eyes, a kaleidoscope of darkness and light, like the universe staring up at you. They draw you in, and as you press down on his body, you can feel yourself twisting, falling into those eyes, falling into infinity.
Well, that was... my word. I mean, I never imagined. Especially when our previous encounter went so disastrously wrong. I mean, thank you. No, I do. I truly do. Before you, I moved through this world like a ghost. I tried to see everything while remaining unseen. I touched nothing, was touched by nothing. The greatest horrors and heroisms were no more than footnotes to me. But you...
Fane takes your hand, interlocking his fingers with yours.
You saw me. You touched me. You showed me just how little I knew. So yes. Thank you. Yes. Well, I just wanted to say it. You were most... unusual. Coupling for us is a more ceremonial affair. This was briefer. I remember the conception of my little girl took almost a day. But for all its brevity, this was... it was glorious. Alas, I fear reality calls. We had better get back to the others. Well, hello again. I'm still thinking about... well, all of it. I should probably take notes, but it just doesn't seem important right now. As much as I would enjoy sailing these waters with you, I fear our time is short. I believe Malady recommended speaking to the ship's head when you were ready to leave, but I suppose it all depends on how much faith you put in a half-demon. Well, hello.
You okay, Chief? Are you ready to continue the journey? One word and the Lady Vengeance will take us back to our world.
There you are. I hear Malady wants to continue the journey. We've but to talk to the Lady Vengeance and off we pop.
Hail. Spoken to Malady yet? She said to talk to the Lady Vengeance when we're ready to move on.
The day was lost.
Just say the word, and our journey shall continue. It shall be done.
Malady's face is drawn. She seems tired, somewhat subdued. She looks you over and squints.
What's wrong with you? You seem happy. Well. And does the object of your affection feel the same about you?
A smirk curls across her face.
Good for you, darling. We could all use a little good news about now, couldn't we? What comes next will be... well, it'll be up to you how it will be. I've had some time to think, and there's a few matters I want to discuss before we carry on. I doubt you've forgotten the death of Meister Siva.
She swallows hard and closes her eyes for a moment, as though trying to dispel a dizzy spell.
She and I had a deal, you see. A deal that's now quite obviously defunct. According to its terms, I was to help you ascend to divinity, and she was to help me with another matter. The details aren't important now, it's just... never mind. Another entangling alliance. But I won't be able to disentangle it on my own. There may come a time when I need to count on you as an ally. So, are we? Allies, that is. The details are detailed. Suffice it to say that Meister Siva believed she could help me. And I believe you're twice the sorcerer she ever was. So? Imagine if I'd have said the same when Dallas was about to blow you to smithereens on the high seas. Moving on. I found out where Dallas is heading. There's a great city not far from Driftwood, Arx by name. It's controlled by Magisters, so you'll have your work cut out for you. We have to find out what she's planning to do with the powers of the Seven. You'll need to find her and take back what she stole, and quickly, before she does something irreversible. Dallas, or any of the others for that matter, cannot be allowed to use the powers of the gods. She doesn't understand what must be done. She doesn't understand how to rule. It's quite simple, really. Chaos is a fact of life, surer than any other. Power is one of the few structures that can cut a line through that chaos. If wielded well, that line will mean stability, order, a comfort against the unknowable, changing forces of chaos. If wielded poorly, the line will mean domination, terror, different from chaos, but no better. Dallas, and the others like her, Alexander, the Mother Tree, the Prince of Shadows, they are little better than demons, really. They seek power at the expense of others, not to create stability, but to create servants. Look at my face, Godwoken. What do you see? I suppose we all see what we want to see. When I look in the mirror, I see balance. Balance between darkness and light, between good and evil, whatever those categories mean. When the time comes for you to ascend, remember my face. Remember that despite any shortcomings you might have, if you can bring a semblance of balance to the world, you'll have done as good as the Seven did. And if you can be stronger than them, you'll do all the better. The Seven are gone, slain by their Godwoken, slain by you. You have the potential, the obligation even, to do better than they did, to create a better world than the world they made. I know what evil is, Godwoken. I've seen what chaos can do. It isn't how I picture Rivellon's future. You are my insurance against that. Now, there's little time to spare. We need to get you to Arx, find Dallas, take back what she stole. Shall we go? Waiting is what I do best whenever you're around. Arx is waiting, and Dallas waiting is what I do.